Thanks for tuning in, and today I want to talk about Victorinox products and accessories. But before I do, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to help support my channel. I'd really appreciate it. Now, I'm going to start with the Victorinox pen knife sharpener, and what this has is a little pull-through sharpener on the top, which is ceramic, as well as the sharpening stone on the bottom. I'm going to demonstrate how to use it with my Victorinox Super Tinker. So this is the Super Tinker. Now, I think I'm going to sharpen actually the smaller blade because as you can see, or you might not be able to see, hopefully it'll focus. You can see I've used this and kind of beat this up, or especially near the tip, you can see some jagged edges. So I'm hoping to smooth that out and get it fairly sharp using the sharpener. We'll see how it goes. So first thing I'm going to do is use the pull-through sharpener. So this has a ceramic notch, and all you do is just kind of put it on the blade like this and then pull through like that. So we'll see if that works. It doesn't say how many times to pull it through, but I guess just do it maybe like 20 times or so, or until you feel like it's good enough. So I'll just do it a few more times and we'll see if that smooths out some of those jagged edges. All right, so let's see how that looks on camera. Looks like it did okay. It definitely made it a little bit smoother. You probably can't see that on camera, but as I'm looking at it just with my eyes, it does look a little bit smoother. So now what you can do is take the cap and put it on top and use that as a handle. And now you can use the sharpening stone. Now, there's several ways to do this. You can either just kind of put it down like this and then run your knife through. The important thing obviously is trying to keep that 20-degree angle. A neat trick is if you have like a Sharpie or something, color in the portion that you want to sharpen, just so you can check if you're maintaining that 20-degree angle. So that's a neat trick that I just found online. I don't have a Sharpie with me, so I'm just going to try to do my best to maintain that 20-degree angle manually. So what you can do is, just kind of have the blade pointing straight up and down, and then just kind of figure out, maybe like 20 degrees, something like that. And then you can just pull the blade through just like that. And you want to do that on this side. And then switch sides as well. So again, something like this. And even if you don't maintain that 20-degree angle perfectly, as long as you try to keep it as level as possible, I think that should do the job. So I don't know if this is going to be as good as like a standard sharpener or a dedicated knife sharpener, like an all-in-one system. But as long as you can get some burrs, and then you can take it to a strop, I think it will work really well. The other option is to just kind of hold it in your hand like this, and then run your knife through like this. So again, trying to keep it level as possible and maintain that angle all the way out to the tip. And same thing on the bottom here. You can switch sides and do it like this. And I think I've done a pretty good job. We'll see. And you just kind of do it maybe for 20 or maybe 30 times, depending on how dull your knife is. And it should be good enough. So let's take a look here. Yeah, my camera probably won't be able to focus in on it, but I'm looking at it, and it has definitely smoothed out some of the jagged edges near the tip. I probably need to do it a little bit longer, but for the most part, it did do something, and I think it is a bit sharper now that I've run it through the pull sharpener as well as with the stone. I'm going to do the pull sharpener maybe a little bit more just to see if that does anything. All right, let's see how that came out. So I definitely do need to work on it a little bit more toward the tip. As you can see, there's still some jagged edges there where it could be smoothed down a little bit more. But like I said, it's not an all-in-one system, but I think it's great to have something that's portable. And if you just need something, especially if you just want to sharpen it up a little bit using the pull sharpener on top, I think that's a great feature. And for $15, it's not too bad. I was holding off on buying this because normally it's around $20, and I wasn't sure how well it worked, if it actually worked. But now having tested it, I think if you spend some time with it and run it through the pull sharpener as well as the sharpening stone on the bottom, you should get pretty good results. So definitely a keeper in my mind for $15. All right, so the next two things I have are just a couple of Victorinox Classic pocket knives, and I have the SD version as well as the non-SD version. And SD basically stands for screwdriver. What this has on, if you look at the file, the main difference is that on the file you have a slotted screwdriver on the end here, whereas the Classic without the SD doesn't have that screwdriver. And what I found is this little holder that goes on your keychain, and the Classic just slots right in there, and it holds it in place. So if you need to use it, you can actually take it off of your keychain and use it without having to take the whole thing off the keychain with the split ring. So that's a really cool thing. As far as materials, I got these. It was 2 for $10. I think it's hard enough plastic. It doesn't feel too brittle, so I don't think it will break unless you really bang it hard against something. So yeah, really cool design, and I'll show you the other one that I have. This was actually given to me by someone at church. As you can see, it's used. He knows that I run this channel, and the other week he came up to me and said, hey, I picked this up for you. So really cool, because I do carry 2 different keychains around with me, one for work and one for home/car. And now that I have 2, that's why I bought 2 of these holders. I can put one on each keychain. So this one says Victorinox. I assume it's some sort of manufacturing company. If anybody knows what this company does, please leave a comment. Love to know. And I'll just show you the other one real quick. This is the non-SD version. And I went on Victorinox's website and could not find the Classic without the screwdriver. I don't know if they sell them anymore on their website. Maybe they don't. They have the Executive, which is very similar, but it's a slightly longer than the Classic, so maybe they're trying to sell that instead. But anyway, so this one I got off of eBay because I really like the custom wood scales. And just to show you the nail file, you can see instead of the screwdriver on the end, it's got the nail scraper, I guess you could say here. So this is mainly for nail care. And then it fits on here. Since this one has custom scales, the fit is a little bit more snug. So I hope that doesn't make the case crack, but I'm going to test it out and just see. But it seems to be okay for now. The case does seem to be well made, and I really like the design. So that's all I have for you today. Let me know your thoughts. Have you used the Victorinox Sharpener? Do you have Victorinox Classics that you carry with you on your keychain? What do you think of the case? Love to know your thoughts. And until the next video, as always, God bless.